we go. Welcome to another deck tech. Another deck for the new Innistrad Midnight Hunt standard. This one is red-green werewolves. So we're playing a lot of the new cards in this deck. The big ones, so we got Tovolar, Dire Overlord, which is our werewolf lord. When any wolf or werewolf deals combat damage to a player, we draw a card. It's a 3-mana 3/3, and then it has this new Daybound Nightbound mechanic, which essentially means when it comes in, it's day, and then it switches between day and night, depending on whether or not you cast no spells or 2 spells on your turn. And at night, it becomes a 4/4 with the same deal combat damage ability. This also can just transform from you having enough wolves, which is kind of nice. And then it also has the Kesleg Wolf-Run ability, which is green-red X to div +X/+O and trample until end of turn to something. So this card's really sweet. Along with it, we've got its Hunt Master, Tovolar's Hunt Master, which is a 6-mana 6/6 that just makes 2 wolves when it comes into play. It's a werewolf. Also has Daybound Nightbound, and on the back it's even better. It turns into a 7/7 that also makes 2 2/2s when you attack. So this guy is pretty nuts. We're playing the new Ren 7, which is a really powerful new green planeswalker. Lets you draw more lands, play any number of lands from your hand, which is really powerful, and then also just makes like an XX, which is equal to the number of land you control. And we're playing this new planeswalker, Arlen, the Pack's Hope, which comes in, immediately makes 2 2/2 wolves, and it also gives your stuff flash. It also has the Daybound Nightbound thing, which is good. We're taking advantage of the Nightbound with Moonrager's Slash, which at night is just Lightning Bolt, and in the day it's a 3-mana Lightning Bolt. This is another new card that's really cool. And then the last new card that we're playing is Primal Adversary, which is a 3-mana 4/3 trample wolf. But you can also essentially has multi-kicker for 1 and a green, which puts 1/1 counters on it, and also turns your lands into 3/3 wolves with haste. So this is a really good way to finish out the game. If you draw it late, it can just, even if you have no board, you play this for 7 or 9 or something, and you just have tons of attacking creatures out of nowhere. And then there's another new card we're playing, Kesleg Naturalist, which is a 2-mana 2/2 that when it attacks, you add red-green, so this can ramp you up to your 4s early, and then also has Daybound Nightbound, and gives your other werewolves and werewolves +1/+1 when it's night. So we're really hoping to get to this deck to be night, because all of our cards are just better at night. On top of that, we're playing 4 Rangers class, so this actually makes a wolf, and then it's just a really solid card, really good value, and being a wolf is relevant. And Werewolf Pack Leader, another werewolf, actually, makes sense from the name, but you can draw some cards, you get some pack tactics going, and then for removal, our creatures are pretty big, so we're playing Blizzard Brawl plus playing a ton of these snow-covered lands to hopefully make this tick. We need a lot of our mana, so I am playing these 4 Timbercrown Pathways Crags. Actually, I think I'm not going to play the Den, because I do like having more snow-covered lands for Blizzard Brawl. But yes, we're playing 24 lands in total. This deck needs mana, so that makes sense. And then also, I think the last card here I didn't mention, Goldspan Dragon, just great card in the format. I mean, you're playing red-green, kind of a mid-rangey style. It's just great. It makes treasure tokens. We can play another 2-drop off of it. So let's get into it. I think it's a keepable hand. It's a little bit slow, but we have a 2-drop to play. You really want a 2-drop to play in this deck. We have a lot of them. We have 12 of them. We'd love to have a 3-drop here as well. We were also playing a lot of those, but we can Arlen if we need to, or we can slash if we need to. We can tick up the Ranger class. We got some options. I maybe should have played the Snow Cover Forest there in case we drop Wizard Brawl. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna start making my thing a 3/3 instead of. I don't really want to use a removal spell on Professor as well. Because now he's gonna feel a lot of pressure to kill this creature, this thing, and we're also gonna play Arlen next turn. So 4/4. Now it comes in, it becomes day.
Humans and
We're gonna make
werewolves.
2/2/2 wolves, and then
Delicate battle.
on each turn, if a player doesn't cast any spells on their own turn, it flips to night. So if he doesn't play anything on this turn, it'll become night. And this flips into a Arlen the Mune's Fury, which is also a really cool planeswalker. So he kind of has to play something. But even if he does, kind of fine with that. We can not cast anything on our turn, give our things flash with its +1, and then flip it, and we still have our things have flash. So, a lot of cool ways to play with this card. Okay, environmental sciences into environmental sciences. Wow. Okay, so yeah, so we're just gonna plus this,
Patience,
and
my
then
king.
we're gonna swing with everything. Spread out the counters a little bit. You can jump. And then now we can flash in these guys on this turn, and we still get to turn this into the Moon's Fury. Yeah, so you discard, but I think we still have lethal actually. Flash in this, flash in this, and turn this into 5/5. Yeah, and that's more than enough to do it. This deck is really fun to play. Okay, let's get one more game in. Or probably two, actually. No green mana thinks that means I think we have to mulligan this. Oh, this hand is really bad, but I think we have to keep it and just hope we draw lands. No 2-drop means we don't have anything we can play. Yeah, well, now we have to hit a land. If we hit a 2-drop, it's not the end of the world, but I really need to hit a land. Oh, I was about to say unless we hit Werewolf Pack Leader because it needs double green, and then we hit it. Well, that's magic for you, right? Okay. Slowly getting there. We'll have red. Oh, wow. Kind of a cool card. I think we might just want to slash it, to be honest. I'd love to make it night, and I could just cast these as lightning bolts, but I don't have a great way of doing that. I think I'm just going to slash this, stem the bleeding a little bit. You could very easily have the deal 3, the Snow Shock, that deals 3 if he has 3 Snowlands. And then if we play this, we're kind of out of luck. It's another one. If we had a land here, if we had a land, we could have played Arlen, just made a couple 2/2s. As is, I think we just play Adversary. See if he has removal. Frostbite is the card I was thinking of before. Yep, and there it is. So we might be dead. A little too slow. Yeah. Well, it was a good game. Yeah. Gotta hit your lands on time with this deck for sure. You want to be the aggressor. You don't want to be on your heels with werewolves. I mean, it's a pretty classic mid-range deck where essentially every card you're playing is just such a powerful individual threat. You need it to be... You need it to snowball into your late game creatures and run them out of answers. Okay, well now we're getting flooded, but I think we keep this. If we draw any of our 12 2-drops, we're in really good shape because we go 2, 3, 4. And even if we don't, okay. Tovolar. I think it's better to hold Tovolar and play it when you already have something in play that's going to deal damage. It's a little annoying we didn't hit any 2-drops, but... Okay, he's playing a snow deck. Block, discard a card, and then it turns into a 2-1. Oh, so he has made it night, which means this comes in as a 4-4. I might just play that. Yeah, so your opponent can also... Oh, now it's day because he played 2 things. So I think we just play this one. Does this make it day? For sure. It does. I don't think it makes it day. I think it comes in as the Moon's Fury. If it's night. Okay. Here, he can counter non-creature spells with this, so we probably don't want to play Arlen next turn. Now it's night, though. Okay, so I'm gonna play... Oh, I should have played a mountain, because then I could have played a slash too. That was definitely a mistake. Yeah, I think I'm still gonna swing here. If he wants to trade 2 things for it, I'm not mad at that. Yeah, I didn't think he would. Okay, if he casts 2 things, it goes back to daytime. I think if it's day, we cast Arlen, and if it's night, we cast Tovolar. So, let's see. Because we kind of want to Arlen and make 2 wolves. We want to build out our board presence. Like, it's obviously cool as the backside, but it's better the backside once you've already made the wolves. We don't have anything else to run into. Although I guess we could backside of Arlen plus kind of like that. It's night. So it's still night. We could do this plus this, draw a card. Or we could just play this, draw a card, and then leave up slash. I kind of like that. Because I really want to be able to slash. Because I don't want to die. So he has a removal spell, so it should stay night because I did not cast 2 spells. If he tries to make this into a 4/4, I'm just gonna slash. And now it actually goes back to day because I had to slash, but I think that's fine. The whole day-night thing is a little tricky. I think you can't really try too hard to keep it day or night. Like, you have to just, you know, cast the spells you have to cast sometimes, but it does kind of add an interesting dynamic because it's also something you and your opponent both have control over. You know, like if he really cared about it being day, he could cast 2 spells this turn on purpose, you know. Yeah, him having a daybound nightbound card too is kind of interesting. Definitely adds to the dynamic. Okay, so he's playing Geist. I think I'm also okay with that. Okay, so now it's day. So I'm going to swing, and then I think I'm just going to play Arlen. Does he not realize this has trample? Appears he does not. Okay, so we get to draw 2. Ooh, and we also can Ranger's Class. Do that.
Feel your hair standing on end? Our hunt draws near.
And now he can swing for 3. I cast 2 spells, so it's going to become... Oh no, it stays as day. Unless I cast no spells. Okay, he gets to draw 2. I'm fine with that. So this is going to hit for 1. This is going to hit me for 2. I don't know why he didn't sack this to counter the Arlen. I think that would have been a better play. Or the Ranger's Class. Either one. Yeah, what can he hit? Mono white snow. Kind of dirtle. I don't really know what this deck is, but I really like that there's so much deck diversity right now. Oh, Delver. Interesting. So it's also a Delver. So we play 2 things, so it transformed to Knight, which means this can become 0/0 haste. We can level this up. And yep, that's GG. Okay, so I'm glad I could show off this deck. I think it's a lot of fun. I don't know how good it is yet, but it's definitely competitive. I mean, it's a really fun deck too.